Hi, I'm CK at CK Education with today's advice for life. And again, this is mostly to high school students and parents. The question always comes up, and there are always, I get a number of students every year who think that they want to go to the Ivy Leagues, and some of them definitely have academic credentials, and so they've never gotten a B in their lives. They're taking a lot of APs, they're 4.0 GPA, unweighted, and they've done a lot of things, a lot of extracurriculars, and so they always ask you, "Do you think I could get in? Do you think I could get in?" Well, first of all, I can't tell you if you're going to get in, 100%. Nobody can tell you 100% if you're going to get in or not. But to increase your chances of getting in, let me go over some things, some items, okay, some criteria that I think are very important for students who are serious about wanting to go to the Ivy Leagues or Ivy League level. Okay, so besides the 8 Ivy League schools, there are other schools such as Stanford or MIT or Caltech or Johns Hopkins, I would say even Chicago, schools like these that are really at that level. And so, and it's difficult to get into as the Ivy Leagues. And so, but there are some misconceptions. First of all, yes, you have to be academically stellar. You have to be near the top of your class when you graduate. Now, you might say, I don't know where I am relative to my classmates because my school doesn't rank. Well, even if your school doesn't rank, it's if you look at your GPA, if you look at your weighted GPA, if you look at the rigor of coursework and how many APs you took and all that kind of, you can sort of know, compared to all the other candidates. And if there are 3 kids from your school, let's say applying to the same Ivy League school, and they look at the 3 of you, they can definitely tell who has a better academic record. Okay, now, but so academic rigor and academic excellence is absolutely, that's just a given. You have to have that, okay? But in addition to that, people always talk about, don't they want a well-rounded student? Don't they want someone who's done music and sports and, whatever, and drama and Model UN and, and Science Olympiad, Math Olympiad, and all these things? No, they don't. This is a huge misconception with Ivy League bound or students who want to go to Ivy League. Everybody thinks, oh, they want a well-rounded student. Not in the sense that most people think. Ivy Leagues are looking for, yes, a very stellar academic student, but they're also looking for that student to be really good, really stellar at something else. Now let's talk about this for a second. If you are a national swimming champ, you don't have time to do 5 other clubs. You just do not. And if you are a very high performing athlete, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Swimmers, sometimes you got to wake up at 4:30 in the morning on a school day to go to practice, and then you go to school, and then after school, you got to practice again, and you got meets during the week. I mean, it's crazy. You don't have time to do Model UN and play an instrument really well and do Science Olympiad and go volunteer at this place and you don't have time for that, okay? But you don't have to have time for that, is what I'm saying. If you're at that level, in anything, it doesn't have to be sports, whether it's in music. And like, I know kids who play music, whether they play the piano or the violin or whatever the thing is, these kids are sometimes practicing 3 to 4 hours a day in addition to school and all the school workload that they have. When do they have time to do 5 other club activities? They don't, okay? And they certainly don't have time to do another sport, okay? But that is okay. Ivy Leagues are not looking for you to do 5 different things. They're looking for sustained performance in one thing and excellence in that one thing. So if you are academically stellar, all A's, 10 to 12 AP classes, just killing it, you've never gotten a B, and you're just academically, and you're at the top of your, near the top of your class, okay? And then you are also really excellent at one other thing, all right? And then you write a great essay and all the other things that come along with that in the admissions process, then you have a great chance at, being considered. Now, I'm just saying great chance to be considered because everyone can only be considered. Now, whether you get in or not, it may not be because you don't qualify. It may not be because you don't meet the qualifications. You may very well meet the qualifications, but the problem might be they're only accepting 7% of the students who apply. Okay, so if 20,000 kids apply, they're going to be rejecting a lot of perfect SAT score kids. They're going to be rejecting a lot of valedictorians, a lot of I've never gotten a B in my life kind of kids. It's just a numbers game. I mean, you're just, you have a chance, but there's no guarantee. And I think this is why a lot of students now are applying to multiple schools, not just one Ivy League, but like all 8 plus, like I got a lot of students right now who are applying to, nearly 20 schools. And, I've just seen this more and more every year. And so, this is the reason. They know that it's very, very difficult to get into one. So they, put in their application to more. But this is a thing that I really wanted to explain here about Ivy Leagues, about the quote, well-rounded myth. You don't have to be, quote, well-rounded. You have to be excellent in one thing. And when I say excellent, I'm not talking about, I'm pretty good at my school, on my varsity team, or it's got to be at a very, very high level, okay? National level, something like that. So that is what they're looking for. And if you're that kind of student, I think you have a great shot. No guarantee, of course, but if you're not, I'm not saying don't apply. I'm just saying that is usually what they look for, okay? Not every single student they admit fits into that category, and there are other exceptions like your ethnic background, it could be your gender, it could be the thing that the major that you want to pursue, it could be your income level, the income level of your family, it could be you're the very first one in your family to go to college, it could be you're an underrepresented minority, whatever. That there are other cases, okay, or but just generally speaking, that's what they're looking for. I'm CK at CK Education. Thanks for watching, and until my next video, I hope you stay well.